Hello, thank you for joining my channel. My name is JRene'e, and I appreciate you being here today. First of all, I want to thank each and every one of my subscribers. I really appreciate it. I am trying to get to 500 subscribers, so I am grateful and thankful for everyone that subscribed to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how do we self-sabotage anxiety, worry, worthlessness, and none of that is who we are meant to be. We are in relationships that we sabotage by not trusting. We self-sabotage by our past and the things that we've been through in our past. And so it could be in bad relationships where we couldn't trust ourselves to be able to trust other people and what they say they were going to do, or they were untrustworthy. We've been in relationships that was not good for us, business wise, and so when we get into another business relationship, we treat that the same way that we treated the business relationship we had before then. Or our friendships, we tend, when we get anxiety or we feel worthless, you tend to not trusting yourself to go on to greater and better relationships, but you stay stagnated in the same mind frame that you was before, and so you bring that into your new relationship, which is not good, because you can't make someone pay for what somebody else did. Now, does that happen? Yes, it happens a great deal, that we don't trust the person that's in a new relationship. So we, every time they go somewhere, man or woman, every time they go somewhere, we're questioning where they're going or what they're doing because of our past relationships. We don't trust them because we're not healed in those type of areas. We're not healed in ourselves. You didn't take the time to be healed in the area of your relationship, of your past relationships. And that just means that maybe you need to spend some time alone with yourself to get to know yourself, get to know what you like, what you dislike, get to heal if someone has cheated on you, or if someone has abused you, abandoned you. And so it's very important that we stop sabotaging and that we find the root of the matter in which we are still doing that, still sabotaging great things, great business relationships. You might have been burnt before in a business relationship, and so you think now everybody is that way, which is not true. You might have been burnt in a marriage. He might have cheated or she might have cheated. They might have been abusive to you, physically, emotionally, been abusive to you, and so now you think the person that have came into your life is going to do the same thing. That's not really true. I think it's time that we reevaluate some things in our own life and heal in our own life, because we are what we attract. What we attract, we already are. And so if you attract somebody that's broken in a relationship, somewhere in you, you are broken as well. And so how can you make that better? How can you grow in that area to stop self-sabotaging the relationships that you're in, the relationships that you want to have? You might be single, you might have been married and divorced, you might be just got out of a relationship, you might be in a relationship that is unhealthy, that is strained in certain areas. What can you do to make those relationships better? The first thing that you can do is go inside yourself and find out what is really going on inside of you that make you sabotage your own greatness, your own power, your own will. What is making you self-sabotage? What is making you pick the same type of people to be in relationships with? What is making you pick unavailable men? What is making you pick unavailable women? What is making you pick the men that are abusive, the women that are abusive? What is making you pick those type of people in your life? It is very important to listen. Listen to yourself. Listen to your mind. Listen to your heart. It's very important to journal. It's very important to get it out of your heart and on paper. That's one of the things that you can do. Start journaling. Start writing your feelings down. I mean, really writing the rawness of it, the root of the issues, the rawness of what you are feeling inside of you. Maybe it was in your childhood that you felt abandoned, you felt unloved, you felt unworthy. What is it? What are the feelings? What is the words? Are you angry? Are you are you do you feel unloved? What is it that will make you self-sabotage? It could be a good man in front of you, a good woman in front of you. They could be the best thing, but if you don't stop self-sabotaging, you cannot go any further. You're going to treat them just like the people before you treated you. And so it's very important to look at yourself, to go inside of yourself. Like I said, to journal. If you pray, to pray. If you read your word, read your word. Read books that will help you, self-help books. Whatever you need to do, it's time to get to the root of it, and it's time to pull that root up. It's time to pull it up and to pull it out, so that you can be better, so that you don't sabotage great things that are right in front of your face. But also to know that if it's not the right thing for you, if it's not the right relationship, if it's not the right marriage, if it's not the right business partnership, if it's not the right working atmosphere. So what is it that you can do to make your life better? What if it's that person that is standing in front of you that you keep hounding them, that you keep blaming them, that you keep not loving them the way that they need to be loved because you have past hurts and traumas? And not saying that those things did not happen, but it's time to deal with those things so you can go on and live a better life, a more healthier life, a more loving life, being loving to yourself, committing to yourself first, loving yourself first in a way that you have never loved yourself before, believing in yourself in a way that you have never believed in yourself before. It is so important to do that. I'm only saying this because I once was a self-sabotager. I sabotage relationships. I sabotage work relationships because I was not healed. And when you're not healed, you will do anything and everything to mess things up because you don't know any better, and you're so hurt on the inside that it just destroys everything around you, including destroying yourself. And so it's time to stop destroying our lives and stop sabotaging our lives and live a healthier, loving life. And so I want you to journal. I want you to get a journal, and I want you to write down, how are you feeling? What took place? Because you got to deal with it. You have to deal with what is going on, or it's going to continue to deal with you, and it's going to get the best of you because you're not willing to do the work to live a happier life. And so, journal, write it down, write the vision, make it plain. What do you want? Why are you hurting? Do you feel abandoned? Do you feel unloved? Do you not love yourself? Because in all aspects, you don't. You don't. Because if we loved ourselves, and I'm saying we as a whole, because I don't want you to feel like, hey, she's just talking to me. Uh, it's plenty people in this world that are self-sabotaging, that is not loving themselves to the fullest. And so we can always do better. We can always grow. We can always mature in areas that we need to mature in. It is so important that we do that on a day-to-day basis, to reevaluate ourselves, to start over again. If you get another day to wake up, you want to make sure that you reevaluate your life. What can you do better than you did yesterday? How can you make your life better than you did yesterday? How can you bring peace into your life better than yesterday? How can you love greater than you did yesterday? How can you enjoy your life better than you did yesterday? How can you be a blessing to somebody better than you did yesterday? It's all about living. It's all about maturing. It's all about going forward, leaving the past behind. And the only way you can leave the past behind sometimes is dealing with what is happening, dealing with what has happened to you and what has taken place with you, so you can heal inside of yourself. So you can heal. So you could be a blessing to yourself. So you can love yourself. So you could take care of yourself, mind, body, and soul, your spirit. So you can love everything about you. You're not unlovable. You're not. You need to know that you are the best person. You are a great person. That you could, it's only one you. Can't nobody beat you being you. Can't nobody beat you loving you. Can't nobody beat you doing what you have been called to do your purpose, walk in your will, walk in your purpose, do your goals. It is only one you. You have one fingerprint. Your fingerprint is like no other. So yes, it's time to stop sabotaging, and it's time to love yourself. It's time to get out the rut. It's time to move forward from this day forward. So I thank you. I appreciate you for being in my channel. I please would like for you to subscribe, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss anything that I have, any of my content. I really appreciate the ones that I have already subscribed. Like I said, I'm trying to get 500 subscribers to my channel, and I really appreciate you, and I care about each and every one of you, and I thank you for being here, and I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.